In this lesson, I want to walk you guys through a little bit of the big picture overview of Amazon Seller Central. After signing up for a Seller Central account, I'm sure you're excited and want to learn a lot more about it and how it all works. And without a product in there, some of it doesn't make a ton of sense. So I created a Seller Central account that I use for examples and case studies. And I want to walk you through it a little bit just to give you a big picture overview of what we're looking at inside of there. This page that I'm on right now is the home screen or the main dashboard of my Seller Central account. Now, if I wanted to give a real thorough walkthrough of all parts of Seller Central, it would literally probably take at least an hour, maybe even 2 hours. So I'm just gonna give you big picture here. And then throughout the boot camp, I will walk you through more of the most relevant areas of it. So let's just start right over here with our inventory. So I'm gonna take a look at my FBA inventory. These would be all of the items that are currently in stock or that I currently have selected as FBA items. And they're either in stock or I'm out of stock of them right now. So I can see over here how many I have available. And this is how many are stored at Amazon's warehouses. And you can see a few of the different products here that I have that I use for different case studies. There's a number of inventory tools and some of the more sophisticated functionality up in here, but that's not really important right at this time. When you're ready to add a new product, again, I'm gonna walk you through all this, so it's very high level right now. Don't worry about this. All the pieces that are important for you to know, I promise I will walk you through in depth when it comes time, but high level right now. This is how I'm gonna add new products. So when I'm ready to create a new listing, I'm gonna use this functionality right here. The pricing functionality is not something that you use often as a private label seller. As far as the orders go, I can go in here and I can see all the different orders that have been placed forever, but these particular here, I have the last 14 days selected. I get a little information about who's purchased them, their first name, what they purchased, and that type of thing. The advertising section includes a few sections that are important. So the first one is the one we're looking at, and this is actually how you create sponsored products campaigns so you can take advantage of Amazon's ad platform. And we'll walk through this in depth when it comes time. But this is exactly how this is the dashboard that you would use to manage it. A few of the other items that I see here, this one right here, the A+ Content Manager, is important, and this is only available for registered brands. What this is it allows me to add additional content to my listings. And let me show you an example of one. We'll just hop on this right here. So if you go to this listing, they're called Jungle Sticks. You can scroll through and you see this additional information on that page. That's because I've completed something called brand registry, which again, we'll talk about more later. But this allows me to add this extra text and images on there, which is pretty cool. Other things in here, a spot that I can use to create coupons for my launches, create deals, the early reviewer program we'll talk about later. It's decent, but not great. And that's some of the things you see under advertising. Amazon allows you to create a storefront. We'll talk more about that, but it's actually not really that important or that beneficial probably. Under the reports, this is where I have most of especially the analytics associated with my sales. So I can hop in here to business reports. And this is where I'll find numbers around the sales of my products on Amazon. It's not real user friendly and a little convoluted, but I'll walk you through it a little bit more when it comes time. And then I'll also show you a little bit better ways to monitor your sales on an ongoing basis. A number of other reports or dashboards or areas that you find out information. Feel free to click through them and start to see some of them. Things like your seller feedback, it shows you if you have performance issues. All this is just located in these different areas inside, or these different pages inside of the performance section. So big picture here, Seller Central is the platform where we're going to be creating our listing, managing our listing. We can monitor our sales in here. We can set up Amazon sponsored products. We can do things like monitor our account health. We can create additional content for our listings. This is where we'll go to see our payouts. So all these different types of things, or go to see what inventory we have in stock, how much is inbound, or create an inbound shipment into Amazon. So these are all the different types of things that we're going to go into Amazon Seller Central for. So this is how we interact with Amazon. We tell them what we're doing. They tell us our metrics or what sales we're making. So that's all going to be done inside of Amazon Seller Central. So I know this was very high level, big picture overview, but like I said, it is fairly robust, so it takes some real time to go through it and give it the attention probably it deserves. But throughout the bootcamp, in its respective modules, when it's important to do so, I'll show you the important pieces of Seller Central then and walk you through step by step of how to go about using them. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next lesson.